Hello guys, see you again in our 2021's movie collection, The Scrapper. Alright, before we start the story of this movie, don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss the updates from our channel. The movie starts with a story about Punjabis and Mexican relationships from 100 years ago. Mexicans help smuggle Punjabis to get their freedom, while Mexican cartels can use Punjabis trucks to distribute their drugs. Jake was part of this circle previously, since his sister is also in it. But after getting freed from jail, he tries to live in peace and takes care of his girlfriend and autistic brother. He now helps people with odd jobs, cleaning places, opening a safe, and many more. His sister tries to get him into the job again, but Jake doesn't want to be part of it anymore. Jake's girlfriend is going to have a baby. His brother feels insecure and afraid that Jake won't love him anymore after having his own kid. But Jake reassures him that it won't happen. After sending his brother to sleep, he pins a house ad that he finds in the newspaper before on the fridge. Her girlfriend feels guilty that JB, Jake's brother, is leaving the house under her watch. Jake reassures her about it and asks her about moving out to get away from his bad circle. He never tells her girlfriend about his dark history and just says that they should start a new life. The next day, Jake goes to his sister's place to look for jobs. There are people gathering there, asking for money from his sister. She money laundering Oscar's money and used some of it to take care of Jake in jail. Now Oscar's nephew threatens her to give back the money and the interest in a week. Jake scolds her for taking that money, but it has happened now. They have to think about where to get the money. Jake then takes the savings at home to pay Linda's debt, yet Kit finds out. She's angry that Jake said that he would leave his old ways. And now he tries to take their money for Linda. On Oscar's side, they want to start working with Punjabi after Linda's betrayal. They give $1 million to be laundered by the Punjabi. They give a month to get things done. The Punjabi's boss keeps the money in the safe box. Veer, his subordinates buying the safe box intently, what's inside his heart is unknown. Jake comes to Linda's place and meets Veer there. He has a proposition to break his boss's safe with Jake's skill. When Jake tries to ask Veer about whose the money it is, Linda cuts in. She just tells him to just do it to pay for their debt. So Jake agrees to do the job. Jake asks Veer for his motive to get his employer's money. He said that his wife is dying and his employer held his passport. He needs the money and also the passport in that safe. So Veer helps to open the door and turn off the alarm. Jake then makes it look like the burglary was done by an outsider. They then get inside the place and then open the safe. They get the money and passports there. Veer leaves the place first, while Jake takes care of the safe. But then a gunshot was heard and Veer fell down. The boss's brother comes with a gun and comes for Jake inside. Jake beats him, but before he kills the man, he shows a police badge to Jake. So Jake leaves him alive, and also Veer's dead body there. The Punjabi lost the money and the passports in their safe. They can only make an excuse to the Mexican and try to get money to give the Mexican. Linda tells Jake to burn the passports and take the money to pay the debt back. The rest will be split between them. Jake goes to Oscar's place and pays the money back. Oscar's nephew wants him to work for them, but he refuses. So after that Jake leaves the town with JB and Kit. Linda gives him a truck as a goodbye gift. Jake buys a house downtown. He calls Linda and tells her that he's okay. He also buries the rest of the money in his new house's yard. The Punjabi starts to suspect their own people as the burglar doesn't only take money from their place, but also passports. The passports mean nothing, except for the Punjabi. Then Oscar's nephew comes to the Punjabi because he finds his own money is used to pay back Jake's debt. So the Mexican and Punjabi are going after Linda now. Oscar calls Linda to warn her about it, yet she won't leave the yard. Leon tells her to leave while he stays. The Mexican gets to the yard and kills the people there, including Leon. They get the number that Jake used to call Linda and go there to get their money. Jake leaves the house to Kid and JB to work at the town. The Punjabi asks about Jake's house from the store where Jake calls Linda. They get the address and go there. They meet Kid and try to ask her about the money that Jake robs from them. Kid calls JB and JB helps her to run. The Punjabi shows a badge to him because he knows that he's autistic. JB lets go of the gun in his hand and thought he was safe. Yet, the Punjabi kills him. Jake gets back to the mess at home. He's so sad and angry. Some people come to get rid of the bodies, and Jake kills them all. Kit sees this and falls unconscious. Jake sends Kit to the hospital, then he goes back to the house to take care of the bodies there. He takes out a cell phone from the body. He also cremated his brother's body. The police's brother calls him to give back the money to them. He threatens him with his sister and Kit's lives. When he meets Kit, she tells him to leave her and the baby. He then goes back to meet Linda and bring the rest of the money and passports there. Linda and Jake then come for Oscar's nephew. They strangle him and take him in his own car. Oscar sees all of this, but he lets them go. Jake then goes in a different car with Linda. He goes to the Punjabi place. The people who guard the door disarm him and let him in. There he meets with the police who kill his brother. The police then shoot his foot and stab his stomach. They then hear gunshots from inside. People go there and leave Jake with the police. Jake gets a razor out of his mouth and kills the police. Linda gets to Jake and sees his condition. She then gets Oscar's nephew in the car and brings him to Jake. Jake tells her to shoot Frankie, Oscar's nephew, with the police's gun. They then leave the gun back in the police's seat. Linda calls Oscar and tells him that Frankie is dead. She brings Jake to the hospital. Oscar tells his people that Frankie dies in the hands of the Punjabi people. The Mexican then sends people to kill the Punjabi's boss. Linda then goes back to the yard, while Jake goes back to his downtown house. He finishes JB's project to make a toy for Jake's kid. Jake's alone in the house, watching his kid's photo, and that is the end of the Scrapper movie. Please leave a comment on what you think about the movie, and don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell to keep the updates from our channel. See you in the other movie story and bye.